seem like I get the most thought walking. Man, Dumpty is doing us a favor, I'm telling you, by exposing the truth throughout all the lies. It's truth. It's all truth. Every lie is a confession. You know, you're learning. We're learning. If you're paying attention, if you ain't got no time for that, hey, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But you want the illusion of inclusion or you want the real deal? You want, Trump say do this and who gonna jump and how high they gonna jump or what they gonna do? Are they a man or a company or whatever of their word? Are they gonna stand their ground? He exposing all the fakers, everybody, the media, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, how is that bad? All the people, all the companies, whatever, they gonna fold, right? How is that bad? You know who you can trust. Google folding. Google folding like I don't know what. Everybody folded. And like, what you gonna do without that? So some of them, at least for now, for sure, it's not a lot you can do. Not a lot of work around. You might be watching me on Google product right now. But I think it's a lot to do with the, what it is, APAC or whatever, between them and some other things, some other shit that's way above our pay grade, out of our control. Lobbyists and such, people that's donating big money and cheating, people that help to cheat, because he ain't cheating, they helping him cheat, they cheating for him. Ain't like Trump on the ground doing nothing. He said go get it done and they do it. So all of that combination of things, ain't no way around him winning. I already said King Trump. Once again, I'll hopefully link my video to this. King Trump, how could he lose? How could he lose? The deck stacked, at least as far as winning for president. Now, all the rest of it, I think he gonna lose. The only thing he gonna win is that evidently he can't go to jail. But a lot of people in his circle gonna go to jail. They're gonna pay a heavy price, believe that. And if it's worth it to you, I guess it's worth it. It ain't worth it to me. Hell to the no, no, no. Nah, I don't care how much money or prestige, they living it up now. They important. You know what I'm saying? Until it all come crumbling down on the ass, on the funky ass. Yeah, revealing the truth, giving all types of history lessons and lessons on the economy and politics, the Constitution, unless you're just not paying attention at all, and you could not be. I mean, maybe it's gonna be all right no matter what. Probably so. At the end of the day, if you ain't making no noise, you ain't talking about nothing, free, whoever, complaining about no injustices, you just going to work, going home, doing whatever the expected thing, only, and that's it. Like you really, unless you're an illegal immigrant or you happen to get caught up in the mix by bad luck, I guess, some kind of way, you're gonna be all right. You can't even afford to go on no vacation, so you probably won't be catching no plane. You got that to worry about. You won't be crossing no borders or nothing, Hey, so some do kind of got that luxury. So I could get that. At a time, I ain't give a damn either, I want to not give a damn, but it just seemed like some 1930s Germany type situation, some Hitler, stuff. So Hey man, look, I'm not gonna sit back and be like, you know, that's just the whole thing. You could do that, but that's what they thought they could do. And they did that. And then that happened. So, and he's aiming and gaming for us. Although that's my point too. Like, he's showing that even you take away the law, like the law ain't worth a damn. The law was enacted, and they still needed to get the National Guard and the troopers or whatever to let, back in whatever, to let Ruby Bridges go to school and let people do just common things, up until they stopped going out there with their pitchforks and shit. And who's they? You know who they is. Them folks. Them folks. Going out there acting a fool. Don't want nobody to go. And then once they did let her go to school, they took all their children out of school. So that's them. That's them folks. So that part. Black fatigue. Really? When the hell, as far as how y'all misusing the word when y'all ain't have it. That's not what that is. It's just racism. You're racist. You don't want to be a racist, so you have black fatigue. You're a racist. Why are you involving yourself in things that don't involve you? You ain't even around no black people. Almost, probably not at all, At all. You see that shit on the ground. Stop fronting. Well, I think I made my point. That's all I got.